settled. Let's bring it in. Let's hone it in. MIC Podcast, episode 108. Community. Content. You get it all here. Hey, man. What's going on? Decided to pop back in and let me, disclaimer, I don't know where today's going. I don't know where today is going, bro.
I'm so scared. Do you think somebody say something wrong, or I'm
don't know. No, not wrong. No, not wrong at all. But it feels like you got something on your mind that you may want to get off. But I mean, just before we even get into that, if there is anything to get into, I mean, bro, how are you, man? I mean, you're fresh off a trip from Arizona. Which like last time you were here, you spoke on when we were just talking about your album, and you came back with, I think, the best project I've heard hip hop wise, but just overall really this year so far. Like I know we're only in February, but it's I don't know anyone slated to drop anything. Again, this is just my ether. I don't know anyone slated to really drop anything like that. And it's that's the place it holds right now for me, man. And like I just want to say I'm very proud of you. Congratulations on that. What I mean, and it's incredible, bro. So I don't know, if you want to get into how your trip went. It's obviously not your first time going to Arizona because you've performed there. But yeah, like how was it going back? Linking up your shrine and everything, and like getting to see the Devious dude himself.
The Devious dude himself. Yeah, dog. First off, could use head.
Yeah. Just a disclaimer.
You're just asking how I'm generally doing right now.
Right.
I could use some head.
Okay, no, that's the prescription.
That's how I'm generally doing right now.
That's fair to say.
That's how I'm genuinely doing right now. And also, I got to have McDonald's for the first time today in a very long time, and I love McDonald's. Fuck them. Don't. No, I'm playing. We'll shout out McDonald's. I love McDonald's.
Facts.
It's such a staple.
Yeah.
It's so consistent.
No, and it really is. Cause bro, even when we went to Japan, it was obviously it was great, but it didn't have the GMOs. It wasn't, what I mean, giving GMO. Yeah,
it was missing a couple letters.
Missing couple letters of that. So it's definitely consistent though throughout.
Mm-hmm. No, I noticed that, but no, it was I don't know. I mean, we could take this step by step. I'm not sure how far back I want to go, because this album, creating this, meant a lot to me, and going out there and be able to have this level of efficiency with Shrine. Stephen Shrine is my producer, my engineer. For years, I want to take it back.
Yeah. No. Go through it. Yeah. Facts
of all this. Whenever I started making music, it was just me and Nathan. And me and Nathan were in an attic, just literally trying to figure out how to record music. And while I saw it in action whenever I was a manager at the age of 18, I had no clue what any of those buttons meant. I didn't know what the process was. I didn't know where they came up with these lyrics. I didn't know where they came up with this beat. I don't know where they came up. I didn't know how anything really truly worked, where this was supposed to plug into that. I saw it in work, but we didn't know how to practically use any of it. So for us at 20 years old, sitting there trying to figure out all this together, and then from there, most of my early songs were me writing to beats, and then I released some of those, but then sometimes for some of them I repurposed those lyrics and we put them over Nathan's beat. So then Nathan would make a beat and I would like that beat, and I'm like, hey, let me see if I can rap this to that. And then if it worked, it worked. That was great. If we had to make some tweaks to a beat, we had to make a fresh beat, whatever the case was. And we were able to get some songs out here and there. And for me, even up through probably Menace, an album for me was a lot of, I had this song, I have this song. Oh shit, I have 7 songs.
Songs.
Right. This could be an album.
Right.
This is the first album wherever I came into it where I just wrote as much as I could over as much as I could, and with the purpose of this is all going to come together into an album. the best of whatever comes out of this period right now, in this finite month, 2 months, 3 months,
Facts.
that's going to be the album. And I'm purposely making an album, and I want it to have not a similar sound, but I wanted to the album got to make sense from top to bottom.
Yeah, right.
I'm not just
thematically and everything. Like it's not just gonna be like a jumbled up compilation.
Exactly. And not to say that any of the other two were.
Or not yet. Facts.
But they each had their own purposes, and then you move into You and I, which was a project that again was created from top bottom, short film, all the above was created in a very relatively short amount of time.
Yeah, right.
So I kind of had experience with this album with You and I, my smaller project, and again, early stages, just learning how to record music and how to get everything together. Fast forward now, years later, 4 or 5 years later, I link up Stephen Shrine, and he is an extremely skilled musician, artist, engineer here in Pittsburgh. And being able to step in the studio with him was the first time since Nathan that I really allowed somebody to mix my music. For people who don't know what mixing the music is what makes it sound fantastic.
Yeah, by the time it gets to you, it's most likely been mixed, and you're drunk.
By the time that it goes onto any of the platforms, and you're listening to it, has been mixed and mastered. Yeah, right. So again, mixing can be as small as just making sure that the vocals sound good to the minute things of this, like a weird sound that was in this taking this out, take all weird sounds out, take all background noise out, take just move different ad-libs around and structure the song the way that the song was supposed to be structured.
The whole world
is tedious. So half of it is artistic and just the sound that you want to give and all that, and the other half is just
real technical
and just having to, like, somebody has to delete all that in between shit. Somebody has to clean it up. Somebody has to do all that labor work.
Mm-hmm.
And then the mastering process is the fastest of the process. It's just making it sound just.
It's polishing it up.
Polish, yeah. It's just that's when you putting a wax on an already detailed car.
Right, yeah, facts.
So you clean the car, then there's detailing the car, which is mixing.
Yeah, right, facts.
And then the wax coating that you put on that.
Yeah, right.
Bitch at the end.
With the shine,
and that shine,
yeah,
put
right.
the little scent
inside
at the very end.
Black guys for aficionados. Real niggas use a black
put the little
guys.
floor mat.
Yeah, facts.
On the bottom.
Definitely.
That's the comparison to what those levels are. So he's the first person that I allowed to detail my car. I like to detail my car myself. First person I allowed to detail my car. First person I allowed to mix my music.
You think that was like by way of just, because like, for, those who may not know, we've, had Shrine, on the podcast before, back in the day, but I don't know, just like kind of what was the process for you, like collaborating with someone, in that capacity outside of, Nate?
I think it started whenever we had him on the podcast, and I appreciate these moments more than anything, and it shows who is really an artist.
Yeah, facts.
And he came over for the podcast. We did the podcast, and afterwards, he's like, "Hey, I have some beats. I want to play you some beats. We can listen to some beats of shit." I was like, "Cool, absolutely." So he goes, "Ah, man, I left my hard drive or whatever, has all the shit I've been working on, but I got this old computer with like old beats on it. I mean, I don't know how you're gonna feel about them, but I'll play them for you." I was like, "Whatever, cool. Whatever you have, play it." Ran it. I don't know if you remember because you were there.
Yeah, no, facts.
Every single beat he was playing, I'm freestyling over. Like I'm just creating melodies and lyrics and choruses and hooks and just on the spot.
Yeah,
so
facts.
He's just clicking next and just next. And
I remember, facts.
Going and going and going, and some of those might be songs that we made.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now we don't know.
Yeah. No, definitely. But
maybe a beat.
That's a good point because that's crazy. Yeah, facts.
Later on,
I wouldn't be surprised.
So whenever I heard all of his beat selection, and it was a style of beat that I love, and it's hard for me because whenever I'm choosing beats, I'll go through hundreds of beats before I find one that I really love and I'm attached to, and when I want to invest my time, my lyrics all into. So him having such a high quantity of that, I was like, you know what? Let's get in the studio. He had his own studio. Let's get in the studio. Let's see what we could do. And from that point, I saw how just much experience he has, and how much he respects art, and how, because he is an artist himself,
Yeah,
and
facts.
how much he is willing to put in the time, the effort, in order to really make something the way it is. And he's one of the first people too that also was just like, hey man, like, I would love to be the person to take your music to the next level. Like, I think your music is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I think if you had somebody be able to sit in there and do all that labor work that you might not want to do, that it can really take this to the next level. So he saw the vision that I had for my music. I saw that he saw the vision that I had for my music. So I was giving him more and more of that rope to, you know, okay, you can mix this song. All right, you can mix this song. I'll let you master all my songs. So every song I think that's came out in probably the past like 2 years, he's mastered.
Dope, man.
So, you know, as like, all right, I'll let you, you know, master all my songs. And it just kept escalating. And then eventually he moved out to Arizona. And so by nature, I had to go out there if I'm going to sit there and work on this shit. So I hit him up whenever I was in the early works of creating the album. I'm like, hey, man, I'm working on an album.
Yeah, right.
And I want to come out. I want to record. You can be the executive engineer.
Okay, engineer.
Executive engineer. Yeah, he only produces 2 beats.
Okay, copyright, yeah.
He would be the executive producer.
But engineering
definitely executive engineer. He's handling the engineering, handling all the mastering for everything. Again, that's detailing the car and then putting the wax on at the end. And yeah, I gave him them and I told him kind of like a time frame of whenever that was going to be completed. I booked my tickets. Also giving myself a deadline of, hey, like, these lyrics
got to be done,
song formatting, beat choice, all that needs to be finished by the time I got there. And then whenever I did land, I was so organized. I had it was just a different level of different level of efficiency. I had my folder all together. I had all my beats completely separated into their songs. I had all my stems properly placed and everything. I had everything labeled perfectly, so that by the time that BPMs everything figured out. So by the time that we really got down to it,
you could just go.
It was just go. It was immediately just move forward. So that first day we recorded, I think, 7 or 8 songs
That's
first
crazy
day.
Nigga. How long did that take y'all?
Like 5 hours, 4 hours.
So like pretty much like a song an hour, like, you know, roughly maybe like a song and a half.
Yeah, about a song and a half. An
like
hour. And which is, if you
that's
know
crazy,
anything
nigga,
about
like,
music creation, you know that's
nigga,
insane.
that's insane, bro.
Insane.
Like,
It's insane.
no, like y'all, like, that's just for, again, people who may not know, bro. Like, it would take sometimes, nigga, a whole session to finish a song, bro. Like, these niggas recorded damn near, like, what was it, like, what, 3/4 of the album?
Yeah.
In 5 hours. Like, that's insane, bro. Like,
if not less, maybe like, you know,
if not less, yeah, you know what I mean. And it's just like, you know, to be happy with those takes, you know what I mean. Just like, you know, off the cuff, off the go. Like, if you know anything about making music, man, like, you know, like that's incredibly difficult. So I just want to let people know that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I appreciate you providing context to it, because it really is. It's a lot to do.
Yeah, facts.
And I was in love with some takes. Some takes I'm like, you know, we could come back to whatever we got. I'm talking about. We record all ad-libs. Everything that vocally could come out of my mouth and needed to be recorded in that 3-day span.
Yeah, right.
So day 2, we finished up the final 2 songs. And then day 3, we woke up real early in the morning because I was leaving on that day.
Yeah.
And again, why I respect him and appreciate him and why he is the studio professional for me is that we woke up on that 3rd day. Hey, man, let's re-record that one verse. I think you could give a better take to that.
Yeah,
that first take, that was good. I know you could do better than that.
Yeah.
Word. You know, pushing me to, just pushing me. And I'm always receptive to that. When someone's truly trying to move shit forward, I'm with that 100% of the time.
Facts.
You got real constructive criticism, 100% of the time, I'm with it. Because I just got to see that we have that central goal of making shit better.
Yeah,
the best that it can be.
Facts.
And we both came into that mission, so I left Arizona with everything recorded, and just slowly now, again, because the process that takes the longest is the mixing process. Right. So he's going to be working on that over these next couple weeks, and probably by latest mid-March, I'm going to have my entire album completed and ready to go.
Yeah, facts.
From now until April 12th, which is the release, 412, it's going to be the release of Devious. From now until then, I'm gonna be just working on the music videos now,
Facts, yeah.
getting those recorded, getting those edited, which in itself is a bitch. And I'm gonna be editing those videos, so that's it's gonna be a bitch. And so again, there's just so many layers of. I understand, and I'm not trying to I want to give myself. I do want to give myself flowers, and I'm not trying to say this in like a dickhead way.
Sure,
you know,
yeah.
but I get why people don't create albums because it is hard, and you have to be willing to go through this hard shit. It's not easy.
Yeah, right.
Creating an album is not
Facts. Anything but for real.
Again, recap. I had to let's scale back even a little bit where I had to find my beats. I have to purchase these beats. Not cheap. That's not cheap. So that means you need to have income in order to purchase this and be able to pay your bills and do all that.
Right. Facts.
You know, all the above. So that's a process in itself. And then writing the lyrics, I wrote and wrote and wrote and wrote and wrote and wrote and wrote. I have so many goddamn lyrics that are written down. I'm almost filling up books. Like my books are almost filling up at this point. And my notes, my notes app, any way that I can get lyrics down. I was getting lyrics down on Post-it notes at work. Like just anywhere I was able to get a lyric down, I'm getting a lyric down, a bar, a concept. I was just writing. That takes time. It's frustrating. It's hard. You'll be stuck on a song for like there's certain beats where I'm like, I know I'm writing to this beat. Might have the chorus. I get to the verse. I can't get one line down. Can't even get not one line down. And it's frustrating because I know the melody I want to use. I know what energy I want to bring with it. I know this and that and that, and I just can't get the damn lyric down. It's frustrating. You have to be able to find a way to work past that and get through that. That takes time. And then finally, boom, then you go and you got to record the music. You have to have somebody who you trust and someone who's going to be willing to sit there and press pause and press pause and press pause, press rewind, fix that, fix this, do that.
All the tedious shit.
Then you got to record that shit. And then you got to mix that shit. But again, that's the most tedious, longest, stressful part. Detailing the car, it's super stressful, like a dirty car.
Yeah, like like a facts.
Very stressful.
Yeah.
And then again, the mastering is the easiest of those steps. And then music videos. And you got to set up the videographers.
Yeah.
Then you got to set up the locations. You got to get the outfits ready. You got to make sure that your hair is done during that time. You got to, if there's any background actors, you got to make sure that they're ready and this and that. And then you got to go film. And the day of filming is just a whole palooza of things going on. And there's things that work out and things that don't. We got to switch this angle and do this and that. And then you got to edit the goddamn thing afterwards.
Oh, Jesus Christ, yeah, facts.
And then you got to package everything that you just did.
Yeah, facts. Yeah.
Like, it's a lot of fucking work. It's a lot of fucking work. And that's why I was just appreciative of how easy this process has been for me for this third one. But it takes me to be on my third one, my fifth project.
Damn, yeah.
Sixth project, if you include my first ever project that I ever released.
It's crazy,
You know, Love, Drugs, and Material Things. So it's now my sixth project rollout that I've been working on. So now I'm more polished. Things are quicker, easier. I can point to people. I have the money to just be able to just hand to somebody to say, hey, do this for me.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this. Go do that for me.
Right, facts.
So it makes the process a lot easier, but it still does not negate the fact that creating an album and releasing an album
not easy.
Is not fucking easy at all.
So, bro, like, just even talking about what it took to create it, I mean, like, for those who don't know, I mean, like, again, I have a bit, more basic knowledge, but, like, you kind of dip into, different genres in this particular album. You've done it before, but was that the plan going in to, like, branching, like, to, like, those different albums? Like, was just that a byproduct of, like, just the process? You're like, fuck it, I'll, put this spin on it, or,
I had that song knowing that I wanted to release it at some point.
Yeah.
I didn't know if I was going to make a completely punk rock album.
Yeah, right.
I didn't know if I was going to make a punk rock EP. I didn't know if I was going to release it as a single. I didn't know whenever I was going to finish that song.
Yeah, right.
But I was sitting on it now for around I wrote that chorus around the time I was making Menace.
Damn, for real.
That's how long I had that.
Damn,
before.
okay.
So I was sitting on it for so long, and I was just like, man, like I want to finish the song. As I was writing Devious, I'm like, man, I kind of want to finish this song.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was able to finish it, and I was like,
this could
why
go.
not?
Yeah, this
like,
could
why
go.
not
Yeah.
put this on Devious? Why
this
not?
could go.
Why not? And the inspiration, the person who taught me that it's okay was Post Malone with Feelin' Whitney
Okay.
at the end of his Stoney album. It's a rap album. And then it gets into just a guitar. I don't know what genre it is.
But it's just not the same, I guess, genre, quote unquote, like the core genre of like what you just listened to, yeah.
Exactly. And I cried whenever I listened to the album the first time.
Damn, man.
That album was so fucking good, and then it gets
Stoney was that was a phenomenal album.
It gets to that final song, and it's one of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard in my entire life, and it hit me in a time where I was really going through a lot of those things and a lot of those emotions and feelings and experiences, and that entire combination just fucking hit me. And that stuck with me for forever. That will always stick with me forever. Yeah. So I was like, no, it's okay for me to have a punk rock song on a rap hip-hop album.
Sure.
Fuck it.
Sure.
Song's still great. It's fucking phenomenal. I can find a way for it to mix in with everything else. And I even said whenever I was creating this project that it's going to be a accumulation of everything that I've ever worked on in my career.
That is true, yeah.
This is it's every bit of everything that I've ever worked on, all put on into one album.
Yeah, definitely.
And you can probably hear it just.
Yeah, no. Absolutely. I would definitely agree with that. I know what and I know you said that like this is going to be your last rap album. Why is that? And just, kind of go into, maybe like the thought process behind this being your last rap album, and are you like, how long of a hiatus from rap do you think you'll take?
How long? I don't know.
I know, like, because that's kind of like a tough. Yeah, it's like, you can't quite gauge it. Yeah,
it's tough. But no, this is my last rap album for a while. I'd be okay if it's my last rap album ever. Just because of the nature of this album. Like this is a phenomenal project. This is the first of all the projects. I loved You and I too.
Yeah, right.
I thought You and I was brilliant.
Yeah, sure.
I thought I put that together incredibly and put the totality of it.
Right, yeah.
Not just the project, but
overall
the name of the project and then the names of the songs and the short film and having the feature with Sam Ray on You, it's. I thought that was as perfect of an EP as I could ever create.
Yeah, right.
And then this is almost as perfect of an album as I could ever create. Like, I am obsessed with this album. I love this album, and I know that this is the album where I could play certain songs. Like, there is a song for everybody on this album. Truly. There's a song for everybody on this album. Everybody. No matter what demographic you are, your age, what music you like, your background, it doesn't matter. There is a song on this project for everybody, and it will be one of your favorite songs that you've heard in a little while, So, and when it comes to just rap specific, being a rapper, and that's why it's so hard to have these conversations with certain people or in certain areas sometimes, because I have to explain what a rapper is. Like, I have to explain my life.
Yeah, right.
Which is awkward. Like, that's weird. Like, I have to
for anybody really, but yeah, right.
Like, of what, like I'm every bit of a rapper as any rapper. I just don't have enough money to be able to like tell Kim K to twerk.
Yeah, right.
But I do have enough and enough cachet and songs where I can pay a bitch.
And the marathon continues. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? We're still going to achieve these goals.
If you need to see twerking, I can provide twerking for you. So like, to being a rapper is, and being within the hip hop culture, man, it's a lot. Like, bitches are of the forefront. Money is of the forefront. Style is of the forefront.
It's an intense
swagger is of the forefront. Bravado is of the forefront. Ego is of the forefront.
So much so, if you don't have any one of those things, really any one of those things, people kind of wait, is he really, I don't know, is he really like on any one of those things? Like, it could be.
It's a lot. Like, to be a rapper is a lot. And and the amount of music that I have released, and the amount of videos I've released, and the amount of performances that I've done, I've done and lived as a rapper for so long, and it has been fantastic. I love my life. I truly love my life. It's taken me places where I never thought I would go. It's introduced me to people that I never thought I would shake hands with and hug and get friendships with, or even just be in the presence of. Like, rap has done so much for me and will continue to do so. Me not making another rap album for whatever doesn't take the rapper out of me.
Sure, no, definitely.
I'll always be a rapper, but to really be making rap, you have to live a certain lifestyle.
Definitely, yeah.
In order to be in that zone of writing rap. Like, rap is competitive. I have to shit on people. Like, I have to compete. I have to,
I have to shit on people. It's what I have to do.
I got to.
I'm take them away. Nah, but
I have to.
That's real shit, though.
It's just certain. So, this is going to be my last rap project for a long time. However, and again, for me, a year's a long time.
Yeah, right.
Because I release every single year. So even if I took a year off of rap,
bro, it's like a year off of like a professional, hooper, like, not hooping. Like, a year of not playing basketball is a year of not playing football is a long time. Like,
that would be a long time for me. But that, because of this project and how much love I have for it and what I want to do with it, this project is going to live on in the way that, like, I'm putting still content out for this project and talk about it and performing this project for probably like the next year. So people won't really feel the effects of me leaving all this for another year from now, because Devious still ain't out.
Yeah,
April
right.
12th, 2024.
Yeah.
Devious still ain't out yet. And so I'm still excited. I'm still I'm still in my rap bag right now. And that ain't moving right now. Today, that ain't going away.
Yeah.
Not today. I'm here on your ass. This project is fucking phenomenal. So I'm extremely excited to be able to release this and make these music videos and really roll this project out for everybody. But yeah, with all that, I'm excited to transition to my next stage of life, or start the building blocks of that. I'm just in a different stage of my life. I would really like to get a fucking wife.
Yeah.
I'd really like that.
I was gonna say, like, are you gonna focus on music at all, or like, what's the plan?
Focus is,
well, let me not say focus, but is it gonna be part, like, will you be at any point, you think, like, still trying to make music, or like, are you gonna step away from music just in general?
No, I'll probably be making music. I don't know.
No. I mean, like, it's tough to gauge. It's a tough question. Yeah.
The question, I think it's more so of a question of what kind of music am I going to be working on, because it gives me more time to focus on me practicing piano.
Okay, fair.
It gives me more time of, and again, I'm trying to evolve as a human. I'm about to be starting my next evolution into who Michael is going to be for the next 10 years, and I'm starting that baby steps of getting to that point.
Right.
So my life is going to be changing dramatically over these next 5 years. Like, my life is going to be dramatically changing. So with that dramatic change in life and the direction that I am taking my life, my music is going to change. And this is, again, with rap, it's about fucking, and I've been single for 2 years now. I had a girlfriend for 2 years. Prior to that, I was single my whole life.
Yeah, right.
I was fucking a lot.
Yeah.
I was just fucking with bitches. I was just worried about hoes. I was
yeah, right.
Being a hoe.
Worldly things. Yeah, right.
Practicing the words of God.
Yeah.
Something like
that. Right.
And you hear that in all my projects. You're going to hear it in the intro of Devious. I don't lie in my raps. I speak facts. I don't fuck just a little. I break backs.
Oh, shit.
I believe in my second. Never lax.
Right.
You got a gun just for fun. It never racks. Like, it's my actual life.
Yeah.
It's been my actual life, and fucking bitches is cool, and messing with hoes is cool and all that. Ha ha, rah rah, all that. I'm now out of that stage in my life. I don't, even if I had the money and the power right now, I'm not using that to go fuck the hottest celebrity out in LA and the next movie star that's coming up and all that. That's not what I would be using that cachet for right now.
Yeah, right, facts.
I'm in a stage where it's time for me to find my wife. That's where my head is right now. And until that comes around, I'm cool off bitches. I don't.
Yeah, right.
I have way too much going on. I'm way too focused on shit. I'm just out of that stage of my life. And again, all of that is rap.
Yeah, right. Yeah, facts.
All the shit that's rap.
That definitely fuels rap for sure. Yeah.
So I don't know where
it's headed,
where this is gonna be headed musically, but I'm excited. I mean, regardless, I'm a great songwriter.
Yeah, right.
I love tons of different genres of music. I can start working on punk rock. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I can. Another thing I would like to do is transition some of my old songs into rock format. You know, release like rock versions of some of my songs. You know, that'd be cool as fuck too. So I would like to spend like a year or two, almost like messing with my own art, like
repurposing.
Yeah, repurposing, moving things around.
Okay.
You know, finding like a different love for something that already
look,
existed. Different angle of it. So I can't be removed from music. I can't be removed from it's always going to be in me, and I'm always going to be working towards that. I just don't know what it's going to be. I just know it's not going to be a rap album. I just know it's not going to be a rap album.
Yeah, right.
Straight up, it's not going to be a rap album. And then if I were to come back to rap, it'll be for a purpose and it'll be a reason. And that would almost be scary. Like I'd fear that. Like if I say I'm making another rap album, somebody fucked up.
Yeah,
like somebody fucked up, and I'm coming for next.
Yeah,
right. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah,
a
massacre.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I feel that. You got any I don't know, just like any particular songs that resonate with you more than others on this joint, or do all of them maybe just kind of like go in the same emotional gumbo for you? Like,
as of right now, I do have a few favorites. I for sure have a few favorites, and obviously some like the sadder ones, they hit in a different sense. It's like bam, you know. No, I mean I love all the songs. They're all my children, but I think just as parents find out, you kind of like one get a little bit like this one just doesn't fucking like steal my like, fucking right all over the goddamn wall.
Right.
Like this one doesn't shit himself and then stare at me.
Yeah, right.
You know, it's
a few traits that better. Yeah, right.
If you have enough best friends, you'll like some a little more than the others. You might love them all.
Yeah,
you love
right.
Them all. You love them all.
Facts.
You know, but I can spend a little bit more time with him more than others.
Yeah, more than right.
You know, whatever.
It is what it is.
It just is what it is. Facts. So, and obviously, I'm very cognitive of what are the hits on this project.
Sure, right.
What are the radio hits? What are the ones that just get people going? What are the ones that need to be more simplistic? What are the ones that need to be more diverse and difficult and have range to them? Which ones can someone just press play on and doze off and still get the same experience as someone who is sitting there tuned, listening? So I'm very aware of those on the project, and this is my longest project.
Facts
too.
That's a fact.
Which is super nice and dope.
For sure.
So there's just so much to love on this, and if you don't like the first quarter, you're gonna like the middle quarter. If you don't like the middle, then you're gonna like the third. If you don't like the third, you're gonna like the fourth. It's just, again, there is a song on this project for everybody, for literally everybody.
That is
same for me.
Yes,
there's all these songs. There's something for me to like.
I think, and you know, you can kind of go into this however much you want to go into it. Like you had I think it's a great idea, man. It's like putting together that's like a compilation, like, you know, project at some point. Yeah, you know,
that's still gonna happen.
Yeah,
that's still gonna happen. And let me also say, like, I might release rap songs,
just not projects anymore.
Just not projects.
Yeah, because it's a lot. I mean, like you went over. It's a lot.
It's so much.
Yeah,
this is taking my soul.
Yeah, right.
And again, I'm not even. It would be a whole different situation if I had a team of 20 people. And
no, definitely.
Millions of dollars.
Right,
if I could just throw a fucking 5 stacks at someone's face and be like, "Do this."
Yeah, do whatever.
That'd be
take
great.
a lot, like the load off.
Take a lot of the load off me. I'm not in that position, so every step of the way, I have to be involved. It's just too much for me. So. And again, like I said, the topics and all that. So I'll release a rap song here and there. I might release a rap EP here and there, but just not a full-fledged 8 to 15, 20 song project. Would you originally?
Oh no, I was just saying, yeah, because the compilation album idea you had. Like,
Oh yeah,
I
so
just think it's, like,
I'm still
great.
gonna I'm still gonna release that.
Yeah, yeah,
I
facts.
want to compile just what I think are just. I might make a couple of them, and then add a new song
Okay,
with each
yeah.
one.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
release a new song with it, and then it's like the bangers.
Yeah, right.
So I'm gonna have just put a compilation together of just these are the bangers, these are the sad ones, these are the chill ones,
Turn up.
just so people can just go and just click on it and just get the same exact energy throughout, and that's what I did with my EPs. But it's harder to do that with to have everything. It shouldn't sound all the exact same kind of.
Yeah, no, for sure.
At least mine aren't going to.
Nah, I feel you on that, and I'm glad people can get perspective on just where you're creating this album from, like what it took to put something like this together. But I just definitely wanted to get to that. But I don't know. Do you want to get into? Because we had stepped out the other night. Like we don't got to get too specific, but we had stepped out the other night, and
No, I won't talk about it.
yeah. I feel you.
I
I feel you, my nigga. Like
this podcast will go so left.
Yeah, no, it would
So fast.
it would go
So
crazy.
fast.
No, facts.
So fast. So fast.
Nah, but I mean, nah. I feel it.
I'm so disappointed with the hip hop scene here in Pittsburgh. I'm so fucking disappointed. Let me give you a positive story. Whenever I was out in Arizona, I went to I can't remember the bar.
Okay, now yeah, but like you said, it was
what bar I went to, bro. Every fucking song hit. Every song was either a modern hit, a 10-year ago hit, or a fucking classic hit. It was just hit after hit after hit. Shit that will make you move. Shit that will make you move. Shit that will make you move. It was just, I haven't had an experience like that in so fucking long. And
that's so true.
It's part of why I don't like to go fucking outside. I don't like going outside. I don't interacting with people. I don't like hearing this loud ass music. I don't like being bumped into. I don't like crowds. I don't like any aspect now at my age, at my experience, my lifestyle of being in these atmospheres. But whenever I do go out, which is again is rare.
Yeah, right.
I would still like to have, ideally, a
just
good time and listen to good music.
Just the hope of, and Cool Breeze touched on it in his episode, bro. He said there's no one directing the flow of energy. Just kind of telling you where to go. So I did kind of want to get your take on that. Just as far as that whole aspect.
No, I mean I was listening to the podcast the other day and hit the nail on the head.
Yeah,
hit the nail on the head where there's no if I want to listen to 2000s music, I go to this club. Now, in the way that he broke, I kind of like some of the idea of the way he was describing it.
Yeah, me too.
As a DJ, as I'm a sad, or as like a event coordinator, or even if I was an artist performing, I wouldn't love the idea if people stopped in, got my energy, and then moved next door and got that energy, and moved next door, got that energy.
Yeah, right.
But for the betterment of the culture, it should exist where we should have just, especially down areas like Southside, just a strip of, if I want 2000s, I can go here. If I want a punk vibe, I can go here. If I want a heavy metal vibe, I can go to this bar. Or slash club. If I want modern hits, I go here. There should be about 3 of those. And then, if I want, again, just this energy, I know if I go to this bar, it's 90% women.
Right.
I know if I go to this bar, it's 90% men, and it's rowdy. It's just, there's no, here in Pittsburgh, where this thing is happening, it's having this vibe, and everyone knows that and understands that whenever you go in there, it's going to be that energy. So you're making me want to fucking say it.
No, like again, you don't gotta super touch on it, go into super, detail, but oh shit, see, yeah,
but for
yeah, no. I mean, it's frustrating, man. It's frustrating. We don't gotta
as a consumer.
Yeah, right.
I'm
as a consumer,
this shit.
Yeah,
none of this. I mentioned none of this of me and what I do and what I'm trying to create, and none of this. I'm talking about things that already exist.
Type shit.
That have nothing to fucking do with me. I'm just a consumer. Whenever I go out, I'm not going out as fucking the master of creation. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to get some connections. I'm trying to, nigga, I'm a human just trying to have a fucking good time in a
Type
place, and I
shit,
can't
yeah, right.
fucking do that here in Pittsburgh.
Damn.
I can't go out as a fucking human here in Pittsburgh and just have a goddamn good time with good music.
So is it
That
clip
makes
for
sense.
going out? Like, is it just clip for that?
Nigga, do we go out? Do we go out?
We don't.
We don't. We don't. And I refuse to until these spaces exist.
Yeah, right.
Until these spaces exist, I'm not fucking going outside. You don't see me. You don't see me. If you say you saw me, you're lying.
If you get to heaven and I'm not there, you are in hell.
You didn't see me.
Yeah,
But, like, you
right.
didn't see me. Like, you didn't see me.
Yeah.
You didn't see me at that event. You didn't see me. This past 2 weeks, you saw me.
Yeah.
You saw me then.
Facts.
I can attest to that.
Mm. But
Prior to that-
any other time, I could not
What was
vouch
that-
for
what was
you.
that, like a 5-month gap
Yeah, right.
from like these past 2 weeks, and then the last time I was outside at a fucking event.
Yeah.
Like, you don't see me because these shits are fucking.
Oh, shit. And no, I mean, bro, like I get the frustration, man. It's just like, you it's kind of like, you were talking about on the last time you were here, man. Just safe spaces, bro. Safe spaces where, like, what you're getting when you go there. You know what I mean? Like, the energy you're getting, the quality of, whatever you're looking for there is going to be high, and I don't know, man. I do like what you're talking about with that whole bullshit though. Like, I do think that needs to, I don't know, maybe get some legs sooner rather than later.
I agree, and I'm gonna sit down with Cool Breeze.
Yeah,
here. I think he would be a really good facilitator of that.
Yeah,
with
facts.
me. I'm just excited to be talking to him soon, regardless.
Yeah.
Because there has to be. We have to get some form of regulation in here, and just really be able to separate shit and give. Again, it's all about the consumer.
Facts. Yeah.
That's where I'm really tailoring this all to. Is just making sure
Servicing
that
the
you,
people, yeah.
as just a person, as a consumer, as somebody who wants to go out and have a good time here in Pittsburgh, that if you go to this location or you go to this event, you know exactly what you're getting, and it's high level of whatever you are getting. It's just a well curated fill in the fucking blank.
Facts.
And that's just what I'm working towards here in the city. And again, I'm working, and I'm going to accomplish my goals. Like, my goals here will be accomplished one way or another. They're just going to be accomplished because I have just my own goals. And
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't need somebody else. It's just going to take me longer if I got to do things by myself, as I have always done. If I have to do it by myself, it's just going to take me longer, but then I always do it.
Mm.
It'd be really nice if I had a team. It'd be really nice if I had support. That'd be great. I don't really foresee it. We just don't really have real fill in the blanks here in Pittsburgh, and that's fine. As of right now, we're not really having real anything anywhere. At least not here in the United States that I'm coming to find out. There's not just really real energies that are out there. And again, I feel alone as an artist here in Pittsburgh. There are very few artists here in Pittsburgh. When I say very few, like 5
Damn.
of us who are on their 3rd album, who are on their 6th project, who have made this many music videos, who have performed this much, like all that, combine all that. Like, you can't just have one of those things. Yeah, I sung other people's songs for 150 times last year. I don't mean you. Like, yeah, like I made my first album. But I've been an artist for 10 years. I don't mean you. I repeat the same song 1,000 times. I don't mean you. Like, I don't mean you.
Yeah.
I don't mean you.
Yeah.
Again, I'm talking about people who have been a fucking artist. People who have actually made things and then released things purposefully. Like,
Talking about y'all.
I'm talking about y'all.
Yeah, facts.
And there's like 4 of you that are not named me.
It's just tough, man, because I mean, like, again, like, there's this platform too, but it's just like, I think there needs to also, I mean, it just goes back to your, like, safe space, conversation, but like, there just needs to be a way y'all could reach out to each other and link and share ideas and have these conversations. And you know what I mean? Like, again, when the cameras, cut off here, we talk to people, you know what I mean? Like we always have a discussion, like, just get a feel for the person, you know what I mean? And just, see where their head is at, artistically and like, stuff like that. So that is able to, provide or like scratch that itch, like, for lack of a better term. But
I saw somebody answering questions on an interview
Yeah.
about their writing process and their release process. That doesn't release anything.
Oh man, yeah.
But you know what I mean?
I see. No.
Like, if you ask me what's making an album like, it's a different answer, and I could really go on for fucking years. I don't even know. What do you even say? Like, what do you lie about? Like,
yeah, and like, yo, that is because what do you lie about?
What's your artistic process? I'm so happy you asked that, because I am art. You know, like, I am art. So
I was actually pulled from a painting.
I just like things, you know, and I have so many connections. Like, I'm so like. Everybody knows my name. Like, everybody knows my name. So, and I hope that answers your question.
You know?
and I hope that answers your question.
Yeah.
I hope.
What else you got for me?
I hope you now have insight on
who
really
I am and just what I do.
And what I do. And what I do.
No, man, I saw, no.
But it's shocking.
I know you're talking about. Yeah. I don't know.
Again,
man.
I get why. Again, this just can we just be real and be honest? Like, just be real and be honest. I would love it if some of these fucking clowns were like, if someone were just like, this shit's hard.
Yeah, right.
I can't.
Yeah.
I don't have the money to.
Yeah, right.
I don't like something or something real. I don't know. Like,
yeah.
Back whenever I used to write, my dad beat the shit out of me, so now I have PTSD every time I pick up a pencil.
Yeah.
Like something, you know, like something. Like,
yeah,
just be
right.
real.
Yeah.
Like, just be real. Like,
yeah.
Hey,
the authenticity.
So, like, what's it like? You know, what's songwriting and all this and recording like for you? I haven't recorded in 5 years.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to facilitate shit here in the city. I'll always be an artist, and I love art, but just I haven't done any of this in years at a high level.
Yeah, right.
Just enjoying life, the journey. I don't know. I have kids now. I don't fill in the blank. I changed my sexuality.
Bro, ego and it's just like it's crazy because like they gotta protect the lying they've been doing too. You know what I mean? So it's just like they gotta like kind of just adhere to this persona, this person they've built up to, maybe people that they think that, like that they perceive as important or like, higher. And it's just really all a symptom of that.
I warn people always in life with everything. Like, if you get to know me and you're around me, like, I warn people what it's like to be massively in debt at our age. I warn people what it's like to still be fucking around and cheating and doing all this fuck shit at our age.
Mm-hmm.
I warn people about every aspect of life. So I also give genuine, like, this comes from my heart and a love for people, where I give you warning of, I'm telling you, it's not safe for you on many levels to prop yourself up, to like get in certain spaces and be a part of certain organizations here in Pittsburgh and posting about you and propagating this idea that you're this, that, and all the above. It's not helping you at all. Like, even if 5 people listen to my next album, I've grown so much that can't be taken from me.
Right.
I've grown so much as an artist.
Yeah, that's what
it
is.
I gained so much experience. I fell in love with the thing, and like there's so much that it helped me as a person. As just it helped me. It was real. It was real, and it doesn't have to do with anybody else or how anybody else perceives or what anybody else's opinion, or if they care, or if they like it, or if they don't. It doesn't matter. I love what I did, and I grew from that process. So whenever you're not growing and you're not falling in love with a product, or you don't even have a product, and you're propagating this, it's going to be dangerous for you. You're going to live in this spiral of ego that's just going to
destroy yourself for real.
You're going to destroy yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So for these people, I talk bad about you because I care. Like, I want you to be happy. I want you to be able to beat this ego drive that you're on. I want you to really have happiness. I want you to really have financial stability.
That's what,
I want you to find the
facts.
love of your life. I want you to have kids and be the best fucking mother, father possible, or be the best fucking uncle and aunt possible if you're not able to have kids. Like, I want you to be able to donate to others, be able to do, shit, like, I want nothing but the best for everybody. I really do. And I see the harm that this causes for certain people. I don't need to be a famous rapper. I don't care to be. Like, I just care to make the best fucking rap music that I can. And then I actually do it. Like, I just go out and do it. I want to make the best music videos that I can. I just go out and do it. I want to make the best podcast that I possibly can. So I just go and do it. Like, I just want to do something, and I go and do it, and I grow so much from it, and I learn so much from it. And that's the thing that can't ever be taken away from you.
Right.
But whenever you're creating these false images, it can be wiped away.
Yeah,
like
bro.
that. It gets to be taken.
Literally.
And that, I'm telling you, it will lead to suicide thoughts. It will lead to you not knowing just, again, who you are. Like, there's someone here.
It gets spooky, bro.
I could tell they don't know who they are. Like, they look a different way every single time. Fucking I was like, God damn, like, are you...
Shave the eyebrows 1 week, dyed the hair the other, fucking trying on the new this weekend, yeah.
I don't know. Like, I'm seeing certain people already spiral now, and it's just gonna get worse from you. And again, I'm coming from a place of love, coming from a place where I want you to be happy and for you to be able to be yourself and feel comfortable being yourself.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man.
I mean, like, what would you tell the people, like, again, like, and I always like rehashes, but like, again, just to get your salient point of view where, like, people watching this, oh, where does this guy get off saying this? Or, oh, who does he think? Like, what is your response to that?
I just want everybody to be themselves and to be happy and safe to be yourself.
Yeah.
Again, because and everyone who knows me that, hey, I've said this before, that knows I'm myself all the time.
Sure.
For better or for worse, I am myself
Absolutely.
all the time, and I only do things that I like and I love.
Absolutely.
Like, you love, like, you get so much humor out of times where I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. You're like, you just start dying laughing. You're like, Mike's not doing it.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, like, did it. He's like, Mike's not doing it. Mike's not going to do it. Mike doesn't want to do it. Mike doesn't want to do it.
Yeah.
So if Mike doesn't want to do it,
He's not
Mike's
having
not
it.
doing
Yeah,
it.
facts. It's not gonna
And that's
happen.
how I've always been. If I
Facts.
don't want to do it, I'm
not
not
happening.
doing it. I'm not impressed. Again, caveat. Bitches can, a woman can get me to do things.
Yeah.
A woman can get me to do things. I know that. I know that. That's
Right.
my
You know that
weakness.
about yourself, at least. Like, it's like,
That's my kryptonite. I
Yeah.
know that about myself.
Yeah,
I know that
right.
about myself. But in general, 99.9% of the population cannot influence me to do anything
that you don't want to do, right?
So I just want everybody to be themselves. Like, I'm not trying to be. And we made certain analogy like last
Yeah,
time.
sure,
I'm not
right.
trying to be a fucking NBA player. Like, that would look goofy.
Yeah.
It just,
Right.
and it's just not me.
Yeah, facts.
I just don't do things that I don't love. And I just think that there's so much out there in this world that there is a community, there is an outlet, there is an avenue for
everybody.
you to be able to be yourself. And maybe you might need to move to a different country. Like, maybe that energy exists somewhere else, and then you just need to go to that in order to feel comfortable being yourself. And I also, within myself, try my best to not shame anybody for being themselves, no matter how weird it is. I think furries are weird. I think that's weird shit.
Such a niche group of people, yeah.
Becoming less niche.
Yeah.
Time's going on.
Yeah, I
But,
guess so,
but
right?
that's something that those people love.
Yeah, no, that's
And
the,
if you
that's the
love
swag.
that, fuck me.
Yeah, right.
Fuck what I gotta say about it. The fuck doesn't matter what I gotta say about
Yeah,
it. Nigga,
facts.
put your tail on.
Put your tail on is crazy. Put your tail on is
Be
nuts.
happy. Be happy. Be happy. Be happy.
Yo, put your tail on and be happy is crazy.
But seriously, it just goes back down to this. I want you to be yourself. I get childlike whenever I'm around people who are themselves.
Yeah, right. No. Same facts.
that
Facts.
just do what they want to do, and they
Facts,
won't be
bro.
influenced
Facts, bro.
to do anything other than what they want
Literally.
to do. And we had a conversation with one of our guests recently, and we were talking about of just I don't relate to this, but I'm trying to help more people not relate to this.
Yeah.
I don't know. It confuses me when someone doesn't know what they want.
Yeah.
I know what I want for anything. You can ask me any question. I can tell you that I'm still. Again, like the first thing people were like, "Well, you don't know what you want to do like 10 years from now." I mean, I have pretty good gist.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be in jail.
Fair.
I tell you what I don't want.
Right.
I don't want to be in jail.
Right.
I want to be financially stable.
Right. Yeah. Facts.
I want to have a family.
Right.
Again, where we live in, I don't fucking. That is what comes with life.
Yeah. Right.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah. Right.
Shit, where we're gonna be living, what school the kid's gonna be going to, what's gonna be my kid's favorite color.
Facts. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know that, and that's life. That's the
facts.
Beauty of life.
Right.
You know, but still, I know certain things that I want, and I know certain things I don't want. Simple. I already know what I want to eat later today. It's funny. I was probably like my one friend. Won't say who it is, but he'll like come to me like 5 times in a day. He's like, "Yeah, like so I'm gonna go eat like Chick-fil-A for dinner." I'm like, "Okay, cool." I was really thinking like Jersey subs. I'm like, "Oh, all right, cool." I'm thinking about going to the grocery store and like cooking. I'm like, "Nigga, just choose one.
Yeah,
like,
just eat.
Choose
just
one
eat today.
Yeah,
just find something to eat today. You know what I mean? Like
choose.
Yeah, right.
And I think it helps you out too whenever life does throw you those curveballs.
Sure.
Whenever things don't go as planned, so that you just know the base of what you want.
Mm-hmm.
You just know the base of what you want. Okay, hey guys, we're going to this restaurant. You pull up, it's closed. Okay, well, let's go here. I know even if I go here, I still want wings.
Yeah, right.
Like we can go to another spot, but I still want wings.
Facts.
It's just you got to know what you want, and I don't know why people don't know what they want.
Mm-hmm.
And even the person we were talking to, they said the way that he goes about it is he tries to get out of people what they don't want first.
Yeah, right.
It's
Which
kind
is
of easier
sure.
for people to know what they don't want to lead into what they want.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess if that's an exercise that works for you, if that helps you out,
go for it. Yeah,
go for it. That's cool. But you just need to figure out what
it is
you want. And again, and then being fully comfortable with someone else being themselves and being okay with that's what they want.
Yeah,
I'm a strong-willed person.
Mm-hmm.
There's certain times where someone's like, "I want this." I'm like, "No." I want if I'm working with somebody, I'm like,
Yeah.
"I want this."
Yeah.
Like, I want this. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
But then it's fun. It's like, "No, I want this." Well, this is kind of conflicting here.
Yeah.
And then that's where we get into compromise.
Yeah, right. Compromise.
Compromise
the
can
C
only
word.
happen. Oh my god, I'm about to get deep here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Compromise can only exist whenever you have 2 or more people who know what they want. That's when true compromise, can exist.
Well said, yeah.
I want this. Well, this is conflicting. If we're both in the car together, one person wants to go to McDonald's and the other person wants to go to Wendy's, and they're on 2 separate sides of town, we got to come with a compromise. Well, guess what? Taco Bell's in the middle. You cool with tacos? Cool. That's when compromise. But it only exists whenever one person's like, "I want McDonald's." The other person's like, "I want Wendy's." And then find that middle ground. So, again, these basic principles help you in a lot of aspects of life. It should help you out with your relationship and with dating and with your partner. Of just compromise only exists whenever 2 people are on, and it affects both of you. Remember that decision affects both of you.
Yeah.
And once you know what you want, then it allows for compromise. If you don't know what you want, then you might be given something that you don't, and then now you're mad or you're uncomfortable or you're gonna have a negative. There's gonna be a negative response
reaction. Yeah, right.
whenever you don't get what you want. Period. Period. So know what you want, and then understand how to compromise from there.
No, facts.
And I think that's just gonna help. Everybody know who you are, and
know who you are.
Don't give a fuck what anybody has to
know
say
what you
about
want.
that.
Facts.
There's just so many levels
It's true.
of me, like, of just where I was like, this is what I want, and a lot of people weren't happy about that or didn't like that, or
a lot of
this.
levels of not give a fuckery. You know what I mean? Within,
In
you know what I mean? What
time
you
after
do.
time, I had to not give a fuck, and look where it got me.
You think that was something like you developed it like that was just like a natural part? Like
Like I'm trying to think if there was a time. No, I just think literally ever since I was a kid, like baby kid, that I just always knew what I wanted.
Yeah.
And just knew who I was, and that just was what it was. And
Yeah, right.
I didn't give a fuck what other people. I had to learn to not like really like fuck people who, like, if I'm like, I want this is exactly what I want, and it affects both of us. And they're like, oh well, I don't really know. Cool, well, we're doing my thing.
Yeah.
And it's about to fuck you. Like this thing, like you're about to hate the result.
Yeah.
Like, are you sure you don't know what you want?
Yeah,
I'm giving you one last chance.
Yeah, right.
I'm asked this one last time. What do you want?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Getting fucked.
Yeah.
Like, so
damn.
it's over.
Yeah,
you know, I was
right.
more mischievous in that way
Yeah,
whenever I
facts.
was a kid.
Yeah, okay.
But then that I matured and got over that.
Sure,
Where it's just
sure,
like,
sure.
okay, so we don't want the same thing. Cool, I'm going left.
Yeah,
Go,
facts.
go ahead. I'm leaving your little fucking ass alone.
Yeah, facts.
You know, or wherever certain people were, I'm like, no, this would be good for you.
Yeah, right.
Like, you're scared. Like,
Yeah.
you're just sounding scared right now.
Yeah.
Leap.
Yeah.
Let's go. You know, like you're gonna thank me later.
Yeah.
You might hate me at first.
Yeah.
You're gonna thank me later.
Yeah.
You know, so I have more of that now.
Yeah. Facts, bro. No, I mean that just it went into a great whole conversation. I love that, bit about compromise, man. I think that that really resonated with me. You just definitely gotta know what you want in order to even be able to compromise, which is crazy. But really, one last thing, bro. Like, are you? I know you're clamoring to perform again, man. Like what's like the headspace room with that, bro? Like, when you gonna get out in front of people again and do your thing?
I would like to have a release party for the project. I like that a lot. And again, are y'all hearing it yet? Like, there's so much that goes on with a fucking true album release.
Yeah, facts.
I'm stressed, my nigga. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I needed this coffee prior to this.
Right, yeah.
Like, this is not for games.
Yeah,
it's
it's not for play.
Not for play.
Yeah,
this is
right.
a lot of shit.
Absolutely.
And I'm doing it. Like, it's not, again, I'm not, you know me at this point. I'm not one of the people who are like, I want to do this. And it never happens.
Yeah,
It never happens. And I'm realistic.
Yeah, no,
I would
definitely.
like to. Do you hear what I said? I would like to have a listening party. I didn't say I'm going to. I didn't give you a date. I didn't say
Facts.
when to come. I didn't say
It would be dope if I could have a listening party.
It'd be dope.
Yeah.
But it would take a lot.
Yeah.
It would take a lot, and I understand it would take a lot.
Facts.
So I hope for that to happen.
Mhm.
Regardless, I would like to curate an event around this project, even if it's later in the summer, with some other artists, some
Sure.
other organizations, to be able to create a pretty dope event here in Pittsburgh. And I'd really love that. So I would just really love that, and this project would be so fun, so fun to perform. So I am excited for that.
Yeah, facts.
So,
Bro. All right, bro. Well, hey, listen. I think we got to the wide swath here of everything. But listen, bro, MIC Podcast episode 108, baby. Community content. You get it all here. Devious drops April 12th. Be sure to get that. And we out, man. Peace.